Hey, I'm Randy, and this is RPG. Alright, in my kitchen next to the stove we have this small cabinet, and inside we store like our cookie sheets and whatnot, and it's got this small little pull-out shelf that we store like our aluminum foil and Ziploc bags and whatnot. But it has a very shallow lip in it, so it's not very conducive when you got it all stacked up and nasty like that. You shut the drawer too hard and they tend to fall off the backside. So that's no good. We got to come up with a better way. So, get this out of here. See what I mean? So I got onto SketchUp 1.0 and I created a very detailed set of plans on an organizer, something I'm calling the aluminum foil saran wrap Ziploc bag holder divider thingy. Whatever. Still working on the name. And this is what I came up with. So this particular piece actually is designed to fit directly into this drawer. It's sized to this drawer, so if you want to make one yourself, you'll have to do your own dimensions and think about it yourself. But obviously you can, nothing's going to fall out the back. It's all solid behind it. So it just slips in there. Nice tight fit. And it's not going anywhere. And I can store my aluminum foil, a couple of those, some plastic wrap, saran wrap, whatever you call it. It's not going anywhere. Ziploc bags. All done. And there's even a little space up front if you've got a little bit more. You shut the drawer, and that's it. Pretty easy. It only took me an afternoon to make, and I used some 3/16" plywood, so it's very thin. I didn't use any fasteners. The only thing I used to hold it together was some super glue. Some super glue. 2P10 is what I used. So if you want to see how I made it, stick around.
I started by drawing the pieces of the organizer directly onto the sheet of plywood, trying to get the most efficient layout possible. I wound up using less than a quarter sheet of the plywood. Then I just cut all the pieces out on the table saw. Once I had them all cut out, I took the three pieces that would become the sides and the center divider and put painter's tape on them. I put the super glue on the tape to hold them together while I cut them out on the bandsaw. Then I could just peel the pieces apart and there's no damage to the wood. Here I'm just using my manually operated oscillating spindle sander to clean up the edges. I clamped some scraps to my table to act as a guide while I glued on the sides. The centerpiece was a little trickier, so I just made a couple of marks on the center line and eyeballed it. I cut a couple of scraps to act as spacers to help me line up the shelves. Then I attached the back and put on a couple of coats of spray lacquer.
Thanks for hanging out with me today as I built this little organizer. I think we're really going to like it. It's going to make life a lot simpler. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard. Make sure you click that like button down there if you like what you see, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks again for hanging out. We'll see you next time.